In a world where ordinary men can excel doing ordinary things, this man has single-handedly lowered the bar. From the scrambled mind that brought you Mad Madness and Beagle Rare comes this underwhelming Friday night special event. Matt Porter is the Blendigeddon 2 World Champion and the 2020 World's Top Whiskey Taster. Ladies and gentlemen, raise your glass and shake your ass for ADHD Whiskey Live.
What's up, everybody? Can you hear me? What's that game called? With you, Marco? Polo? Nice. All right. Welcome in, everybody. Happy Friday. Got shit everywhere. Tripping over everything. It's an entire issue. We got some scrolling to do to get up to the top of this disaster. And by disaster, I mean, it's not really a disaster. The chat is the least messy thing in my life at the moment. Everything else is a problem. All right. Let's see. Did we live stream last Friday? We didn't. We didn't live stream last Friday. I live streamed last Thursday with Cameron on his channel, Drums and Drams. I have another flight from him that we'll do tonight. It's only 4 pours, so that's better. That's easier. It's got 4 here. Unless there's more. Wait. Nope. But before we get into Cameron's liquids, we're going to pick a Knob Creek cask strength barrel. Hell yes. Hell yeah. I mean, what do we want the most, right? We want the older Knob Creek picks back. 14, 15-year Knob Creek picks. But cask strength will work for now. Then we'll work our way up to older and, seemingly better cask. I mean, I would imagine if bourbon sales are really declining, these companies are going to want to start giving the people what we want. It's a good place to be. Bring us to Pappy. All right? That's right. Man. Here we are. WJK is in the house. Eric B. Lisa, watching from Nebraska. I don't know about that. That seems like probably not. Doubt it. My mom is here. Good Friday evening, everyone. Hello, mother. Flex Luther's here. Derek Wilkinson is here. Derek Wilkinson sounds kind of like a basketball player that, like maybe didn't quite make it to the professional level. It's like a mix between Dominique Wilkins and like Darren Williams. It's just Derek Wilkinson. You were so close. So close to making it pro. Drums and Drams is here. Hello, Snotty sex machine. No, that's not me. Hollywood Marine is here. What's happening? Kyle Smith. Richard Peterson is here. I already said Randall Erickson, but he's still here. Chris Miller. Kyle Smith. What's happening? Kevin Fragosa. Sipping some Russell's store pick. Nice. Jason Kobe's in the house. What's up, master of the musical stuff? Jason Kobe's in the mother effing building. Man. Scrolling down. Polo. Yeah, we got some polos up in the his out. Nice. A bag of weed. Oh, bowling last Friday. So we had the children had a tournament on they had a tournament Saturday and Sunday. It's early in the morning. Each day. You have to get there early. You got to get there earlier than you should. You got to get there early. And one of the kids did really, really well. She got, let me see here. Then there was a youth adult tournament, which we're not going to talk about. Let's see here. So, my oldest, so it wasn't a handicap tournament, it was a scratch tournament, but they put you in divisions. So, her division for herself and both of my girls were in wow, speak clearly. Work on that, Matt. Very impressive exhaust system, my friend. They're both in the category of average of 51 to 100. Both of them have an average of 78. And my oldest got 5th in her division out of 24. There's girls and boys. So she got 5th. And then her and her cousin, they got 2nd place in the doubles, and they missed 1st place by 1 pin. And then my oldest also got 3rd out of 18 in total pins all weekend. So team events, singles and doubles. Her total pins were 3rd out of 18, the competitors that chose to enter the all event score. And then her and my wife got 2nd place in the youth adult tournament for girls 11 years old and younger, which is pretty cool considering she's 9. So out of 12 teams. So 2nd out of 12, girls 11 and under. And then my youngest daughter and I got 4th place. So it went pretty good. They both bowled new high scores, and it's good. Carissa freaking bowled her ass off. She beat me scratch in the youth adult tournament, and I didn't bowl terribly. So that's pretty cool. If anybody cares. That's how that went. So it was fun. Stuart Butcher, here for Knob Creek. That's right. That's actually, I want to get these a little bit of breathing action while we get caught up. America. Have 3 samples from Knob Creek. Normally, this takes longer because I have to add scientific amounts of water to them so that we get closest to 120 proof, which they were bottled at, but not today. No. Today, we drink what we get. We get what we drink. So they sent 3 samples. Hopefully, one of them is good and not extremely nutty. That's what I look for with these Knob Creek picks. A little bit off profile. The lesser of the nutties, we like to say. Do I have a glass marker? Oh, it rolled. Got it. No, and I dropped it again. I'm a silly boy. A, B, C, and then I'll put on here A, B, C. Now, they do say on the front of the bottle, the proof on them, and I don't want to be biased and pick the highest proof one just because I want to. So I intentionally didn't look at the labels. Instead, I didn't. Jeez. After this flight, after I pick a barrel, then we're going to do Cameron's blind flight. But geez, I feel like I'm catching up to myself. I took a week off and all of a sudden I'm off my game. Totally off my game. We'll get it figured out. Hi, Matt. This is a recent new look. Who are you wearing tonight? Jim and Sally, what's up, brother? This is an Into the AM hoodie that received from Into the AM probably 3 years ago. Their clothing holds up good. Clothing holds up good. It's very comfortable and soft. I like it. Oops. Underneath that is a gray V-neck Walmart t-shirt, $4.88. And then I'm wearing a pair of sweats that are made by the company Mitre, M-I-T-R-E. Probably some sort of TJ Maxx brand that I got the last time I was this fat. Pockets got holes in them. You could probably buy this outfit for, well, Into the AM hoodie's nice. Kind of expensive. I got it for free though. I probably spent a good $16 on what I'm wearing today. Gotta leave room in the budget for more important things. Like bowling. Nice work by the Porter family. Strong showing. Hell yeah! It was good. It was really good. It's fun to watch them. They're cute. Let's see here. What do you think of this month's Barrel King? That video will be out tomorrow morning. Boxer briefs, Michael. Always boxer briefs. These bad boys. Look at, by the way, check out the new label, the new Barrel King label. Bam. Shling. Look at that. Look at that. That is sharp. That looks nice. It looks nice. 101 and 102. Which one is my favorite? You'll find out in the video tomorrow. Don't want to spoil it, but they're both really special. The Fantasy Collection, the new thing with conditioned barrels and ex-bourbon and wine barrels. So, beautiful label. Love that. So, batch 101 and 102 are really damn good. The video I shot, I was talking about how much I liked 101, and then I went to 102, and I was like, good gravy. They're both very, very good. The 102 is finished in WFE barrels, so like it's bourbon finished in Willet bourbon barrels, and it actually like stands out and very makes its presence known in a really, really good way. Teeth look great. Hair is nice. Dude, my hair is a disaster. I have a set of hair going on tonight. Brought the girls ice skating because they're in Learn to Skate. It's like pre-hockey. And I was wearing my friggin' Barrel King hat. You know, warm up the ears, and then I took it off and was like, yeah, there's that. Yeah, teeth though. Those are my forever teeth. Got them installed last Friday. So the morning of the day of the live stream that I skipped. That morning I spent 2.5 hours in the dental place, and they took out my old ones and they put these ones in, and they had to like, they put like what is a permanent filling over where like the holes, like where the screws go in, which is a process. And since I have like 6 screws in this jaw down here and 5 in my upper jaw, they had to like fill 11. But when they're mixing the stuff and they do it, your mouth has to stay dry inside for it to like, you know, form or whatever. And I had to have my mouth open for a good 2 hours. Seems like it'd be easy. Just open your mouth. No, that's a bitch. It was kind of, I felt like it was torture. But then I realized that it's you know, when it's done, it's done. But it was there for a while there. I'm like, I don't know how long I can, It was like locking up on me and like spasming. My friggin' jaw muscles were spasming. I don't know how friggin', never mind. It's gonna make another Sean joke, but I love Sean and I'm not gonna tease him anymore. Where does the wallet go with the holes in the pockets? No. These have like multiple pockets, the sweatpants. And this still has a couple good ones, but a couple shitty ones. So I don't use the shitty ones. Are you wearing Crocs tonight? I'm not. Usually I wear my neon yellow $3 clearance Walmart flip-flops and one brand. But I rushed into the garage tonight and forgot to put them in. So I'm in socks. Did they ever put out the results of the Barrel King Me release? Yes. King Me 1, the KM1 edged out King Me 2 by a hair. So KM1 was the winner. The white sticks out on the shelves. Oh, the Barrel King bottle? It's gorgeous. And it's got like a holographic-y silver lettering on it. It's really cool. Did you open the charity bottle? Opinion? Wild. That is a wild pour. I need to sit with it for, like I had a pour of it, but I wasn't like really sitting with it. I can say that it is bold, and I think I said it was like a Tootsie Roll coffee. It's damn good though. I like it. What did you get yours? What do you think, Stuart? I'm not as excited about Fantasy Collection or months with only light and corn whiskeys. Hoping there will always be a more traditional lighted blend every month. Dude, 102 is right up your alley, man. 102 is going to be directly up your arse. Because it is a traditional lighted blend with some of the older MGP distillate in it. Am I accepting samples for 1 Ounce Wednesdays? Sure am. Damn it, I forgot to add a description to this live stream. But if you go into any of my videos, in the description of the videos, there is a P.O. box there. Am I caught up? I'm caught up. Nice. What's up, Christian? How's it going? All the sweet corn I can eat now? Well, my last pair of temporary ones, the Trians, the last pair broke, like, on New Year's Eve night. And the weirdest thing, well, some of the screws backed out a little bit. I had them for a long time. The final set, like, almost 13 weeks or something like that. But the screws, like, backed out a tiny bit, so I couldn't tell, but they loosened up a little bit. So there must have been a little bit of play. I bit into a friggin' piece of Tostino's pizza, the party pizzas, with like the cardboard crust, and it broke off like 3 teeth off the back here. And I was like, oh no, that was an issue. But apparently, these are made of zirconia, and they're supposed to be very strong. So we'll have to try it out on all sorts of shit. All right, I have 3 Knob Creek samples here. By the way, the new Knob Creek box is nice looking. They got rid of the old brown wooden look, and the new Knob Creek single barrel box is pretty. Oh, look at that. Nice. They still give you water, which I guess maybe they ask you if you want to do 120 proof for cask strength. Maybe that's why they give you water. But the graduated cylinder. This is like felt to make a felty feeling. It's got a nice texture to it. They upped their box, but they did not up their ability to screw in the latch, because every single box I've gotten, come on, the screws have been not in there very good. Oh, what does this say? Knob Creek. Each component of this tasting kit has been masterfully created, hand-picked, and packaged just for you to ensure an unparalleled tasting experience. Packaged by CPAP? I don't know. James B. Beam Distilling Co. Hell yeah. Usually they, damn it. Ow. Usually they come with cards that tell you like the X out. Was there ages on them before? I think so. Knob Creek used to send a card that had like it showed you which rick house it was in, like, and it had a little X, like the location of the rick house. And I believe that it had like a distilled date as well. But these don't have those, but they do have like the information. Oh, I don't want to see which one's which. I forgot. They do have the rick house location, and there's like a lot number on the barrel. I'm assuming that this is what this means. There's a lot number. It says 15I02 for the lot ID. I would imagine that's got to be like distilled in 2015, and I being the month, which is the 9th month, September. So like the beginning of September. I'm not sure if that's right or not. That's just me guessing. So they're at least 9 years still. Now that you have permanent screw sockets in your mouth, can I send you some 3D printed mouth fillers? What does that mean? What's a mouth filler? That's what I get for eating junk? Yeah, I know. Penelope Havana. All right, let's get into these. So there's 3 of them. I'm hoping that these came in the off the UPS truck today. They were cold, so I had them sitting inside, in a tempered friggin' townhouse. So let's see how these are. First one is a. Please be good. Please be good. Please be good. Please be good. Ooh. It's very caramelly butterscotchy. It's like a butterscotchy coffee cake sorta. I keep diving back into it because, well, by the way, I'm just getting over a cold, so there's that. But cough. There's not a ton of nuttiness on the nose of this, I don't think, but I keep diving deeper to find out if it's true. And yeah. Maybe some like dark fruits, like blackberries, or like not really a blueberry, but like a blackberry, like a blackberry coffee muffin with butterscotch. Just doesn't sound very good, but it smells good. Huh. Oh, maybe there's a little nuttiness there. I found it. I found the nuttiness, but I had to dig deep, had to dive deep. So that's a good thing. All right, glass A down the hatch. Hell yeah. Whoa, actually, let me take that back. I need to take it back a bit. First sip of whiskey for the day, and you can't really tell it much off of it. I mean, that was really damn good. If I only were able to have one sip of whiskey for the day, that would have been a great one. Damn. That reminded me more of like an Elijah Craig Barrel Proof, one of the good ones, rather than a Knob Creek pick. Second sip. Yeah, the box latch is a piece of, like, they're all like that. I don't get it. I don't think, you know what I bet it is? I know what I bet you they don't. I Bet you they don't put pilot holes in there. I bet you they're not putting a little pilot hole in there before they put the screw in, and they're just trying to raw dog it. Just, you know, it's gotta be it. How much does a single barrel from Knob Creek cost? A barrel itself? That is a good question. I don't buy the barrel myself, so my best good buddy Ryan from Bourbon Outfitter is the main man. He's the one who writes the check, so he's on that side of it where they like the costs are broke down as far as is it wholesale? No, not wholesale. My brain is just not working great today. Like most days. But I'm not sure what the barrel cost is. But if you figure, well, I mean, it's based off how much liquid is in it. So how many barrels how many bottles they get out of the barrel. So if you figure, what, $60 for a bottle of Knob Creek at retail, and then if there were 200, yeah, like 12 grand probably, around there, give or take. Travis Ropes, who's that good-looking guy? Ask him about the good-looking guy. That's you. Oh, I think around 11K. That is a lot easier than I should have just went down and read it. It's got Booker's Reserve this week. I think, yeah, for sure it is. Knob Creek 18 smokes Booker's Reserve. Ooh. Now there's a little bit of sweetness protruding. It's a fun word. Say that. Everybody say it out loud at the same time. 1, 2, 3. Protruding. I'm going to use that word more often. Protruding. Huh. Yeah. If any of these, if this, okay, that is a hell of a Knob Creek pick. What would that taste? Watered down to 120? Who the hell knows? Probably a bit nuttier, a bit thinner. That is viscous and like, it's a quintessential bourbon profile. That is what 9-10 year awesome Kentucky bourbon. There is I mean, the caramels, the brown sugars, the oak, like that's all there. And it's not like nothing is off profile about it, but it's off profile enough where it's not, it's like it's aged out of the nutty period. And it's just a super, that reminds me of like the Knob Creek 12 year. Like when I had samples of the cask strength Knob Creek 12 year, and that's what that reminds me of. It's just that perfect bourbon profile. And then it's not too spiky. There is like a barrel char on the back end that is super nice. Now I'm pumped because that's the first one. And hell yeah. If these other two suck, oh well. The first one was awesome. It's hard to give a lot of tasting notes for something that's so genuinely like bourbon. Like that's kind of what that is. It's just like, whoa. And I think it's kind of hard to find that nowadays. Like everything has like weird pitches or peaks or like things that, I don't know, as you get further into your bourbon journey, you get kind of like old and crabby and, you know, start picking out things that you don't like or things that aren't perfect. then you dwell on them. There's no dwelling on sample A. That is ridiculous. All right, B. Let's get into B. B smells bright. Also not like giving off a ton of nutty notes, but it's more of like a shiny, high-pitched bourbon rather than deep and dark. Huh. Like almondy? A bit of an almond. Ooh, and like the skin of a peanut, not the peanut itself, but the peanut skin. Why would that smell any different than, I don't know. Just what it reminds me of. Don't ask questions. Actually, ask questions. I need questions. Yeah, what it reminds me of, like, if you took like that piece of skin off of a peanut and you filled up an entire bag of peanut skins, and then you smelled the bag of peanut skins, that's what this reminds me of. Huh. It's a bit bitter too. Maybe that's why it reminds me of that. All right, let's go in for a taste. You better be better than you smell, B. Huh. That is good in its own way. Completely different than A. And then the nuttiness comes in at the end. It's funny because I don't know the ages of these. A feels like it's matured so much more. Like B is a much less mature beam distillate. It's sharp, bright, a bit like brash, shiny, and then the nuttiness on the back. It's not bad, but if they all tasted like that, I would be like, shit, I have to pick the best of the worst. But fortunately, we're not in that situation. Fortunately, B can go back to aging till some other sucker gets it. Sample C. It's nice knowing that there's a good one in the bunch after just one. I feel like the pressure's off. Now it's all smooth sailing. You know what I mean? Matt's face says he loves the no water KC. Yeah. Well, the thing is, so like when I do the picks before, you water them down like as they recommend to get to the 120, but then you still have some left, and you're like, what does that taste like at cask strength? And you try it, and you're like, damn, I wish this is what it's going to taste like when it's bottled. When it's bottled, it's still really good, but there's always that little bit of you that tasted the cask strength stuff, and you're like, can we just get that? Can we just get that? Here's a question, and if you are a math expert in chat, this is for you. If you... Oh, this is a good one. About yield. Let's say that you had a yield of like 150 bottles. Or, well, let's make it an even 157. I don't know how to word this question, but it's a question. Hear me out. Without trying to sound smart, because there's no way that's going to happen, I'm wondering how many less bottles we're going to get out of a barrel without the water. So I think the ones I have here are between 123 proof and 128 proof, I think. So let's say the highest, if it was 128 proof, and then you added water to that much bourbon to get 220 proof, and it yielded, like, are we talking 10 bottles? 20 bottles? It's a small percentage. It can't be that many. Maybe like a case? A case or two? I don't know. I should have thought about that further before I tried to say it out loud. That's how I live my life. One regret at a time. If anyone's on the fence on the Penelope Havana, what's that? Isn't there a song about Havana? Havana, Havana. No, that's not it. If you like Havana, no, that's not it. There is a song about Havana, though. Or something. I don't know. Sounds like the sticker is writing itself. For that sample, Nob Hill. Elijah Beam. James Craig. Just got here. What are the proofs on these barrel-proof Knob Creeks? I don't want to look. I should have mentioned this before, what they were. I don't want to know which one is which when I'm picking them, based off of, I don't want any bias, but when I think there was a 123, a 126, and a 128, I think. And then they were from 3 different warehouses. One of them was warehouse P, one of them was warehouse 5, and another warehouse that had a letter. I don't know. We'll get into the details when I pick one. I want to pick one without knowing about it, really. Sharing the Knob Creek experience by drinking your everlasting knob stopper. That was a good one. It's hard to recall, but Glass A, I think, stomps a friggin' hole into Everlasting Knob Stopper. Because Everlasting Knob Stopper had a great finish, but Glass A was just like, whoa. I don't think I would have ever, okay, I'm going to go back to A, assuming that's one I pick. I haven't even tasted or smelled C yet. But I'm going to go back to A and try to convince myself it's Knob Creek. See if I can get there. Because it does not have that, it doesn't stand out like that. Passed on Knob Creek 18 for 185 today. Knob Creek, not my absolute fave. Dude, it all depends on... Knob Creek 18 is 149 on Remedy Liquor. What the hell? That sounds like a place where you go and give them $150 and they don't send you anything. But if you love extra oaky bourbon, like extra oaky, really extra oaky, then yeah. If you don't love extra oaky whiskey, then no. But I do. So I act like Sean. Damn, I'm sorry, Chris. I did not. Oh, that's 8 minutes ago? What in the hell is happening? $128 to $120. If 157 start would increase by 7 bottles. Oh. Okay, that makes sense. Thank you, Justin Vandy. I knew somebody would be smart enough in here to figure that out. Warehouse shit? Is that the one by the wastewater treatment plant? What? From a barrel that yields 200 750 milliliter bottles, if the whiskey is 128 proof and you proof it down to 120 proof, you get 13 extra bottles. Oh, so I was kind of right with like a case or two, mostly the 2. Thank you, Christian. You guys are so smart. Oh, this is legit. Have ordered a few times with 0 issues. Nice. Check it out. You love Oakley whiskey. So Wise Guy Stew, that was, I think Cameron was talking about Oakley whiskey, right? The 20-year Heaven Hill stuff? All right. Sample C. Oh. Hello. Hello, sample C. Sample C is a contender. I think. It's berry. It's very berry. Very red berry. Like a red berry compote. Whatever that is. It's like stewed fruit, but like condensed berries. Ooh. Sample C just threw his hat in the ring. Is that what it's called? Threw their hat in the ring? Sometimes I say things that I've heard before, and then when I say them myself, it doesn't make any sense. Is that a saying? Hat in the ring? Somebody threw their hat in the ring. What's up, Mojo? How's it going? Prescription Bourbon is here. Bless up, brother. Huh. This is like the Hairbro, the red and black berries on top of the fruit. Ooh. Glass C and Glass A smell, I think these are the best smelling Knob Creek samples I've ever got. And sample A tastes amazing too. Huh. Down the hatch. What the hell is that? Holy shit. Oh, wait. But no. Glass C is almost perfect. I don't know if... Okay, I'm going to have to go back to Glass A. But Glass C was just like a friggin' powerhouse flavor bomb. The very end of it, it started to develop that Jim Beam nuttiness a little bit. It like flared up and then was extinguished. It was like a nut, like it didn't get past the threshold of nuttiness, but it started to approach it. It was like, you know, like what's that word? Edging. Yeah. What the hell is even that? Daddy, chill. Dude, what a great clip. That's a great clip. Do I have that clip? I used to have that in my shorts folder.
Sug it.
That wasn't it, but love it anyway. Oh, don't. The hell's even that? Nope. A lot of Cameron. Wise Guy Stu says, what's going on with Wise Guy Stu? Oh, crap. How the heck did it get way the hell up there again? Matt, can you unblock me? Unblock you from what? When did we block you? And why? My other Wise Guy Stu with the space is blocked. Huh. For how long? Protruding and edging are the words of the night so far. Indeed. Derek, what's up, dude? Nice seeing you, Derek. How the heck are you? Anthony Tinnin. What's cracking? I don't want anything from warehouse shit. I'm sipping an Knob Creek from Denver Special Release 2010, Straight Delicious, chilling with Gangster Joe D. Joe Dickin, brother? Anthony James is here. 1 year or more. Oh, shit, dude. I'm sorry. I'll figure it out. Somebody else is having problems chatting in the live stream, and I told them I'd look into it, and then I forgot. But somebody else emailed me and said that they're having an issue chatting in live stream. And I'll have to figure that out. But eventually we're going to figure out who the hell was in here with all the other names a few weeks ago. I was trying to do my Whiskey of the Year tasting, and then it was just a bunch of shit. But Stu's been blocked for more than a year, so it wasn't Stu. Unless it was Stu on different accounts. No, I'm just kidding. Kevin Fergosa, do you think we will ever see 14 or 15 years? Yeah. You know why, Kevin? You know why? Dude, I believe this so hard, and I'm going to make a video about this. Everyone's talking about like the downward trend in bourbon. It was bound to happen. Is that what the bubble is? That's what the bubble, I think that's what that means. At some point, there's just too much, right? And then, so anyway, like, we get overwhelmed with, like, when you walk into the store, there's 50 new labels. I think that we all still want to buy bourbon, but we just can't buy everything. You know, we know what we like, we know what we want. We're like, oh, hey, I'll never miss out on this. I really enjoy this brand, and I want to support that brand. No matter like the way it works, at some point you can't buy everything, and there's just so much. So if there's downward trends in sales, they have to pique interest somehow. And if that is being like, how do we get their business? They know how to do it. It's to lower the prices on the shit that we want. You know what I mean? So if Knob Creek 14 and 15 year single barrels were to ever come back, I think it would be in a time where people aren't buying as much and they're demanding better whiskey for reasonable prices. So hopefully, I mean, we're getting the cask strength stuff, and by these barrels, I'm telling you right now, these are not like barrels I've had before from Knob Creek. 2 out of the 3 of these are like shit. In a good way, I mean, like, holy shit. Drums and Drams is a bad influence. I heard Cameron is making people, like, spend thousands of dollars on whiskey, like, forcing them. That's a mean Cameron. All right, back to Glass C. Then I have to decide between C and A. Ooh. Oh, wow. C? Man. It's like, I think I said A was like the butterscotch coffee cake kind of thing. I'm getting that on C, but more coffee cake, less butterscotch. I love coffee cake. You ever drive with coffee cake? Terrible. So stupid. That's like, if there were a list of top 10 foods to never eat on a first date, coffee cake while driving would be in the top 5. It's just a crumbly mess. It's just like, you're wearing it. And then while it's like sitting on your shirt, your date will notice how large you are and how your man breasts and stomach make a damn good table for crumbs. Terrible thing. But I do love coffee cake. Huh. C is giving me mixed signals. It's like, hey, I'm not like the others, I'm special. We have a thing here. You know what I mean? Like, I have a child making the weirdest noises. Wonder where she gets it from. I wish you could hear her. Normally, they go upstairs and kind of get ready for bed and stuff when I start to live stream. And then tonight I'm like, you know what? It's fine. Hang out down here. Just chill. Just, try to keep it down. She's in there going, wow, 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 wow. It's pretty funny. Can't really be mad at her. Unless she does it again. You know what I mean? Then there'll be a problem. If there's somewhat of a toss-up, blind these two and 2 of your previous picks in rank. Ooh, smart. Butterscotch is the shit. I love butterscotch too. I think I saw someone's video. I didn't read this before reading it, but I think I saw in someone's video there are 14.5 or some odd million barrels in 2024 versus 9.8 million in 2020 in Kentucky. So I'm sure there will be a day where there will be some old ass Kentucky bourbon. Yeah, I mean, we're getting there already. They started upping production years and years ago. Wow, world's worst bourbon. Hey, what's up, Gary? They're Dijon barrels? What the hell? Divisional shift. Oh no. Don't bring Grease into this. Scott, yes. I starred your email and I 100% promise you I'll do it tonight. I'll find it tonight. I had that sitting out and then it's not out. I didn't forget about you, Scott. There's a few things I need to send out. So thank you for reminding me. And in 2 weeks, if it's not in your hands, then come back in the live stream and literally just throw incredible amounts of shade because it will be time for that. All right, C. A little cotton candy? Yeah. Whoa. Dude. That's got to be one of the higher proof ones. Oh man. It does this thing though. And I'm going to retaste A in a second to find out if it's the case for A as well. That glass C is perfect. It's a perfect, I mean, for what these cost and like what they are, that's like the perfect version of what I can imagine from this until the very end. Like I said before, it gets into that nuttiness. And it doesn't get too nutty. But I think it's there just to remind you what it is. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, like the handshake at the end. Hey, you've done business with Jim Beam. Please call us again. You're like, oh, shit. I forgot that they called you. Just kidding. The nuttiness at the end isn't to turn off. I wish it wasn't there, but even though it's there, it's still ridiculously good. The other thing is they don't really bottle these for a little bit. It takes them a few months, usually. Maybe that's what it would take just to get rid of that little tinge of nuttiness. Who knows? Okay, back to glass A. And I was in love with A before C. Interesting. Haven't smelled A in a while. How is that so? Okay, this is what I'm going to do. And I do this a lot with every barrel peg. No matter if you're watching me or I'm doing it by myself. I always revisit and revisit and revisit. I loved A so hard. Then I got to C, and I loved C even harder. Till the finish, then I was like, I can see why this would be Not as good as A if A doesn't have that. But then I went back to A, and A seems timid now. Seems timid now. So this is what I'm going to do. And I'm learning what I need to do. I'm learning how to do this based off of experience. Just like my top 24 of 2024, I should have never, ever picked my favorite of that flight right away. I should have come back to it an hour later, you know what I mean? 20 minutes later. But instead I forced myself into picking the one I thought I liked the most. It turned out to be Knob Creek 18, which is really good, but I don't think it would have been the case had I waited a little bit. So this is what I'm gonna do. Take some C, I'm gonna pour it into C. I'm gonna hide it. Oh, put its booty to me. That way I don't know what it is. Take some A. America, put in A. Hide it. And then take the B and dump it. B is a no. I'm gonna go through Cameron's flight and then I'm gonna retaste these and make my decision. But I need to do this blind. So there's one. Is there a letter on it? Yeah. So by the time we finish the flight, I'll forget which one is which, and we'll go from there. The one I did not pick, sample B, is 123.59 proof. It is Warehouse 5, Floor 4, Rick 98, Tier 2. Warehouse 5, Floor 4. All right. So that means the two that are in the running are lettered warehouses, not numbered. Because the other two have letters, not numbers. All right, I don't want that. All right, let's get into Cameron's flight. And then, I'm getting warm. Oh, because I have the space heater on. That'll do it every time. Okay, we'll do Cameron's flight. And then, I'll revisit the Knob Creeks. 90 likes? That's BS. There's 180 people in here. Come on. Show some love. By the way, this is super loud. Sorry. Next Friday, special guest on the live stream sent a flight to a very special man, and Outlaw will be joining me on my live stream next Friday. This is B2, which is super freaking cool because I love that guy. If you don't know who I'm talking about, you need to revisit my not my live stream, day 11 of Advent. Was it 11? No. Might have been. I don't know. Just YouTube Outlaw. It's him. So he's going to join me and going to have a grand old time. I sent him a stepladder flight, just like I sent Cameron a stepladder flight before. I sent Outlaw a stepladder flight. We're going to find out what type of whiskey Outlaw likes the most. He actually posted a Weller, basically a drink through video today, which was kind of cool. This was B. Need to pay attention to what I'm doing. Less talking, more paying attention. B. I only got 3 samples. I think I might have got 4 last year. I think. I'm not going to pull a camera and take 3 hours. Okay? I already narrowed it down to 2. I should have my Nashville Barrel Company. I picked a barrel from Nashville. It's a 7-year Kentucky Not nutty at all. I told them don't send me nutty samples, and they didn't send me any of the 5-year stuff. They sent me some 7-year, 8-year, and 10-year. Or 7, 8, 9, and 10. Anyway, I picked a 7-year barrel, and they already bottled it. I'll have a bottle of that this week coming up, and I'll be able to give tasting notes for that for Patreon. But it's a 7-year one. According to them, it's like in the same like barrel group as Fred Minnick's top 4 bourbon of the year, whatever it was. So, you know, riding Fred's coattails all the way. This is B4. 4. Oh shit. They're all B. I said this one was B, and I wrote B on the glass of the first one. No, they're all B. This one's B4. So that one must have been B2. I'm so dumb. Where did I put that glass? Where did I put it? Well, there's only 2 left. 3 and 1. All right, that makes sense. I'm silly. That's right, World's Worst Bourbon Channel. Gary, you like the stream or else. By the way, I miss all you guys. Everyone who I see, you know, Pours in the park and stuff. I didn't go to Pours this year, so I feel like extra missing. I feel extra sentimental about missing you guys. It's rough. It's rough. B3. All right. What do you guys think Cam sent me? More of his barrel picks? For me to, like, it's weird how he does that. How he just sends me his barrel picks. I'm just going to try to open this through the wrapper. Nope. Gonna need a little help. There it is. Ripping right through it. 1, 2, 3, and 4. These are all the color of nighttime. If I had to venture a guess, I'd say they must be at least old or finished or something. Knob Creek 18 or Elijah Craig 18. Oh man, I love them both. My Elijah Craig 18's empty. Otherwise, I'd compare them. I have an unopened one somewhere in one of these totes, but it's 10 proof points lower. I don't know. I'd have to compare them side by side. Which batch? Which batch of what? Oh, Cam says, I'm in and out lurking, hanging with Sarah till she falls asleep. Gonna try to check out the flight ASAP. Hell yeah, Cameron. That was 5 minutes ago. A little NyQuil always helps, you know? A little NyQuil, a little Unisom, some Beam Sleep Tea, which I've paid so much money for. My wife watches these true crime shows, and I watch them too, I guess. I'll say it. But there is this one, Annie Elise. Oh, I've talked about this already, because the flavor thing. Anyway, she promoted this sleep tea for people who can't sleep, and it's like, it's got magnesium, a bunch of shit in it, and then it tastes like hot cocoa, but it's expensive as shit. The problem is it worked for quite a while. Carissa was drinking it every night and helped her sleep, and didn't wake up in the middle of the night, and she woke up not groggy. It really works, especially for a while. Like, eventually, she started to not like the flavor of it, but that's after like over a year. Anyway, Beam Sleep Tea, Cameron, puts her right to sleep, so you can enjoy ADHD whiskey on Friday night. It's expensive though. Super, like, the ingredients of that stuff, they must be making so much money. Like, so much money. Steel Bridge is Outlaw, dude. I'm so pumped. It's weird. I've watched Outlaw for, I think, probably 8 or 9 years on YouTube. And then meeting him in person was friggin' strange. And I went into like weird Matt mode where I'm super socially awkward and I don't know what to do with myself. Yeah, it's strange. But he's going on the Jack Daniels pick with me. It's gonna be nice. It'll be fun. Do them in that order to start. 1 through 4. Yeah, Cameron, I was gonna do them 1 through. That's how the numbers work. We start with 1 and we go to 4. Cam sent River Roots. I know, right? Your wife? Hey, if she can't sleep, Eric, Beam Sleep Tea. You can get her to sleep for like $120 a month if she takes a recommended dose. If she wants a little extra, it's going to cost you more. All right, glass number 1. Giving it a bit of an SJ, some swirl job, a little bit of a again, Whiskey Tornado. Is Lance still making videos? I was just thinking Whiskey Tornado. Is Lance still making Whiskey Tornado videos? I haven't seen his videos in a while. Huh. Anyway, just a thought. Dude, what was that? Oh my God. It's going to be hard to pick a Knob Creek barrel after tasting this. Maybe I should... What the world, dude? Is that can Kentucky? Smell that. Smell it. Smell it. Focus and smell it. Focus first. There it is. Oh, get in there. Holy balls. Dude, that smells so good. That is like a dusty, it's like library, old, oh, dude, this is like, if these 4 pours are this, then you made my night. Because good fucking gravy, my friend. I swore, I said the F word, I'm sorry. Need to not do that. Need to go full Nate Bargatze. Not say a curse word. It's old, obviously very old, seemingly high proof. I mean, it's full scented. Reminds me of King of Kentucky. Or, damn, I don't know. Down the hatch, little sip of this should do the trick. Okay, not as high proof as I thought. Oh, what the hell, dude? That is like ultra old, like, is that a dusty? It's got that dusty note in the back. Oh no, wait, there's a bitterness on the back. There's a gluiness on the back of that. That I don't want to sound like an a-hole, and I will rank them. That tastes like it has a tainted glue note on the back, like the. These are poly cones. I'm going to ignore the finish. I'm going to ignore the finish because I get a gluey... Oh, dude, holy shit. I just figured out what that tastes like. After all of the time I've tasted samples that have had like the glue taint to them, that tastes like licking an envelope. When you lick the adhesive on the envelope before you seal the envelope, that's what that taste is. Because you know that bitter And then now everybody knows what that tastes like. It leaves that bitter thing on the back of your tongue, that bitter taste. That's what that is. Whatever the whiskey is a phenomenal whiskey. I'm just saying that on the back of it, I get that envelope, the envelope glue. Beach Sand Bourbon, what's up? From Muskegon area. Cheers, Matt. Love the channel. I'm still trying to hit that 1K mark. Sometimes it takes a while, but you'll get there. And everyone go subscribe to Beach Sand Bourbon. Yeah, the first 1,000 is like... 1,000's a weird number. Because you never think that 1,000 people will ever watch your channel. Ever. And then it hits 1,000 and you're like, what in the world just happened? It's a big number. So... I'm very grateful for all of you people because holy shit. It wasn't that long ago, you know? Cameron, you know? Cameron is getting up there in subs. I think Bourbon Wrench, I think Trev just said 12,000. Like 1,000's crazy because you're like, holy shit. This is a real thing. 10,000 is mind-blowing. And then from there, it gets wilder and wilder. I don't even check subscriber count anymore because it goes up so slowly. But, man. Thank you for mentioning that, Beach Sam. Like, dude, don't worry about the 1,000. Just make cool content. Have fun, enjoy yourself. Just rock it. Just friggin' enjoy what you're doing, and then you'll get there, and it'll be cool. And then it'll just get bigger and bigger, and at some point, it'll just be a thing, you know? Like, I'm remembering where I was when I hit 1,000 subscribers. It's kind of neat. I was living, actually, which is funny, Beach Sand Bourbon, I was living in Grand Haven, Michigan, while Carissa was travel nursing at Muskegon. We had this Airbnb in Grand Haven. It's like a little beach house kind of thing. It was like beach house themed. And those videos, I was like sitting in front of a clock, like an old clock that didn't work, just whispering about Evan Williams and E.H. Taylor and stuff. Just whispering, just talking about them so I didn't wake anybody up. Didn't want to wake anybody up. But Bourbon Junkies were live one night, and I think I was at like 980 or something like that, and we pushed over 1,000 that night. And I remember that feeling, and it's something else. So don't rush it, but when you get there, dude, it's going to be awesome. It's pretty cool. Did you have them laying down? No, I didn't, but they got shipped via UPS. Or they were hand-delivered by somebody who may have had them in who knows what position. Ignore that note and see if I'll ignore the note. I'll ignore it. Okay, ooh. Okay, sample 2. Which was the first one I poured. Is... more ethanol forward. It's not quite as complex as the first glass. Not quite as like. What's the smelling equivalent of flavorful? Aromatic. Not quite as aromatic as the first glass. Okay, maybe I take that back. Glass 2 is more citrusy. Kind of like a darker citrus. The second glass doesn't hit me over the head with like a oh wow hammer as the first glass did, but I feel like it might be holding back a little bit. Like maybe it just needs to open up or something. As Cameron would say, it's closed off. He uses that term, closed off. Kind of like Cameron is with me when we try to talk about personal things. I don't know. One day he'll lower his guard. Let me in. Oh wait, now I'm getting it. I said that's all I had to do. I had to coat the glass. Now it's there. There it is. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. We just pushed the pleasure pedal. This reminds me of On the Nose, kind of like an older Elijah Craig. Now that I'm actually smelling it. It doesn't smell current. It smells like something that was released not in the last 5 years. All right, let's go for a tasty poo. Bam. Ooh. That's the second one in a row. It has that that dusty note on the back end. That one didn't have the envelope. Instead, it developed to a really tasty treat. These type of whiskeys are hard to describe because it's stuff that I'm not extra familiar with in the real world. I can say like Mike and Ike's all day, but these are more antique-y, very like old. Like you go into an antique store and then there's like a wooden. Damn it! What do you call a thing that has like a chest of drawers? They have a proper taste to them. A proper taste to them. That's Australian. It's not where I was going with it. I wanted to go. They're like very sophisticated. It's a sophisticated taste. Huh. Trying to get to one. Lake Michigan beaches. Very cold. Cold beaches for sure. I get 2 cents in residuals for every time you play my super chat clip. Got a check for $1,200 today. How many times did you play it last live stream? I didn't know that it was, because my computer is on mute. So I can't hear, what's playing. I had no idea it was looping. Thank goodness. Oh, I left the clock, Stuart. I had to leave the clock there. No, that was the cigars. That was in. See, that's actually okay. This is a very good example of how poorly my brain has been working. Connecticut. That was in Hartford, Connecticut. Why couldn't I think of the state of Connecticut? Man. Not good. No, so that was after Grand Haven. That was in Connecticut. We were out on the porch smoking cigars. Randall, what's up, Randall? Can you play the super chat song so Jason can get another 2 cents royalty? Oh hell yeah! Let me make sure I don't play it a million times. Let's see, where's it at? We can do that. Is it even, do I still have it? Ooh, I only have the short version. The short version will work though. beautiful. So beautiful. It's beautiful the way you made that work. All right, let's see. Honestly, wardrobe was what I was going for, and armoire would have worked as well. So there's an armoire. What is the thing you put your feet on? Do you sit back and you put your feet on? That's another A word, I think. Oh, a bureau. No, that's not it, though. That's not what I was thinking. A wardrobe leading you to Narnia. The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. Noise. Freaking noise. Nobody thinks of the state of Connecticut. I don't think of the state. The only reason I think of Nebraska is because I drive through it. The fake state of Nebraska. Connecticut, I lived there for a bit, so I think I could have thought of the name. Ottoman, that's what you put your feet on. Hells yeah. Big Vic. Cheers, Matt. Hope you and the family are good. We're good, Big Vic. How are you doing? We're good over here. Footstool. Your spouse. That's rude. Randall's rude. The spouse thing. I did a thing last night where I sat with these Barrel King offerings for February, and I sat with them in the dead silence, and I had so much fun by myself in a way that's typically, in a different way than I typically would, but just sitting in a dead silence, tasting and thinking of these, like thinking of what I was tasting. And it was very relaxing and made me like reconnect with whiskey a little bit and like what it can honestly do to you as far as like remembering old stuff, nostalgia and things like that. I want to do that with these, Cameron, because I think that doing that with these, after this flight, of course, on my own time, these would be perfect pours to do that with as well. Because so far, 2 in them, these are pretty special. I don't know what they are, but they're freaking special. Sample 3. Ooh. Ew. Hello. Man. Hello, governor. This, wait a minute. Three is bordering on giving me double oaked vibes. It's like it's like hinting, it's nudging me. Like, hey, psst. It's like when you have Cameron, you don't know this yet, but I'm sure you will. At some point, if, Sarah loves you enough to touch you, but solid jab, right? That was a solid jab. When you have children and you're around other people and somebody gives you the creepy vibe and you don't necessarily want your children around them, you get this feeling where you're like, It's like a flag goes up, it's an alert, where it's like, we're not gonna like sound the alarms yet, but it's like we're putting feelers out there to find out if what I'm feeling is accurate or if it's just a weird, kind of just weird vibes. Kind of what I'm getting here. It smells super good, but I'm watching you. No, that's not that. Dude, that smells so good. That is like Pledge, like dusting spray, but in the best way. But there is a hint. There is a hint of something on the back end that gives me a slight hesitation to me thinking that this could possibly be secondary barreled. But I don't get that every smell. If it is, it's hidden really well, but I don't think so. I just think that this is an old whiskey that has some of that characteristic built in. You know? I think it's a vanilla, like the vanillin in the wood, to be as pretentious as possible. There is like a bright vanilla note that I get on here, almost like a vanilla perfumey kind of thing. Like my youngest daughter, my oldest daughter, her cousin gave her some like vanilla body spray, and she's been going crazy with it. And I'm like, you need to stop that. You know, you smell like a friggin' dollar store candle. And I kind of get that on here. It's like a kind of like a vanilla body spray, but not every time. It's there, then it's gone. You know, like your first love. Oh, whoa. Oh, whoa. Yeah. Yes. Again, there is that dusty note at the end, like a butterscotchy library book kind of thing. I think that's the highest proof of the bunch so far, and that's remarkable. That's remarkable. The finish of it, I'm gonna say this though. Anything negative I say about this is bullshit because it's so damn good. But I'm just voicing things I'm noticing. They're not necessarily complaints. Whoa, you know what? That has the same envelope note. I was gonna say that it leaves an aftertaste in your mouth, like sugar would leave an aftertaste in your mouth if you drank sugar pop versus diet pop. If you don't necessarily drink regular soda, if you drink diet soda, then you're served a regular soda. It's not necessarily the taste, but it's the residue it leaves in your mouth. When you're not used to drinking sugar drinks, and then you have a sugar drink, it's apparent. And that's kind of what I was getting at there, was that it leaves this filmy thing. But it's what glass 1 did. It's that envelope glue kind of thing. Not quite as bitter as the first glass, but it's definitely the same thing. Like vanilla cream, because that's my jam. I'm basically going off of like what I've been smelling recently, you know, like a recency bias, and it's like a body spray vanilla. I wish it were vanilla cream. I wish that that's what I was remembering, but it's not. But it might be that. It's just my brain's working differently right now when it comes to the scent of vanilla. Should be in the hundreds of thousands of subs. I would love that. I'd just be like, what's up, 300,000 people? You're approaching my BMI. The BMI joke would get funny again, because it'd be 300, like, you know, hundreds of thousands. That's a big BMI. You get that note on Barton, the envelope thing? Huh. After a few pours, the newest pour is Boulder Cask Strength, and it tastes like creme brulee at this point. Dude, Boulder Cask Strength is good. I don't think they've been tainted unless they're laying down. Oh, so maybe it's not taintedness? Maybe it's not tainted. Maybe it's just a note I'm picking up on tonight. We'll see if 3 and 1 are related. I mean, I don't know if they are or not, but that's kind of what I would... It was similar. There's a similar note on the back end, you know? Now we're into glass 4. Look at the color on these, by the way. 204 people in chat. I love you all so much. You're all great. You're all fantastic. Wish I could have you all over at my house in this garage. We'd be pretty tight packed, and you all would judge me for the mess. But I would have a great time. 4 is awesome. So far, none of these are disappointing. I have to revisit them to find out which one my favorite is, of course, but 4 is almondy, almost like a, you know, marzipanish. It's like an almond paste. But then there's a bitterness to it. Huh. I'm wondering why I'm picking up on bitter. So I'm at, like I said, I had COVID. And then I had it for like, it's been going around this town like crazy. And then I had it, but it didn't really affect like my smelling and tasting at all this time, which is weird because the first 2 times I had it, it affected it terribly. But after all the symptoms went away, spent a couple nights in the hotel with the kids. Then this week they just came back, testing negative, but they've reemerged, but now they've dwindled off. So I'm wondering if like this bitter thing I'm smelling a little bit, if that's part of that. Even though I did not notice any sort of weird tasting or nosing things with it. Or maybe my powers have gotten so good, maybe my nose powers have gotten better. Like they're just getting better every day. What if I am a superhero when it comes to smelling? It's possible. It's possible. It's what I prayed for, you know? You got to pray. Pray. This has a bready quality to it. Like a dough, a bread dough. Sometimes when I smell that, it turns out to be a wheated product. And other times I smell that, it turns out to be something else. But I can't remember what. Which sucks. Yeah, there's like a bread dough. This one's very interesting. 4 is the one that's like perplexing me the most. I have no idea what the first 3 are. But 4 is the one that I'm smelling it and I'm like, I recognize this as something, but I can't quite put my finger on it. And it's something I've smelled recently. Like the same sort of bready, doughy smell. Huh. I'm trying to remember if Cameron, the flight he sent me, they had some of the like buffalo turkey stuff in it, if I got that in that or not. I think that was more like cast iron. Damn, that smells familiar. Like I should know what the hell that is. Or why it smells like. I should know why I'm picking up on that note. I don't know. Dumb hatch. Let's taste it and then beat myself up. Wow. It's high proof. It's high proof. Very, very Huh. I'm trying to wrap my thoughts, like I'm trying to put my thoughts together. I could start talking immediately, but a lot of times when I just start talking without putting my thoughts together, it's just a bunch of bullshit. Like filling dead air. And then, you know what? A little dead air doesn't hurt. Unless, of course, you count viewers leaving as hurting. So it might hurt a little bit. But higher proof, not quite like super dark and oaky and like thick. Seemed to be not a bright, shiny whiskey, but also not that. It's almost like, in my brain where that goes is like, it reminds me of like a WLW, but I don't necessarily pick up on that Buffalo Trace profile. It's not the cherry sweet thing I'm accustomed to. Instead, it's more of like a dull, doughy. I mean, it's delicious, but it's delicious in a different way than what I'm accustomed to. It's like a slightly different. It's like an off. I don't. Oh man, I wish I was better at describing things. Hold on. We'll get there. There's almost a pencil shaving on there. Oh man, like a Ticonderoga. That's a joke. I heard somebody give a Ticonderoga tasting note at Whiskey Weekend one year, and I'll never forget it. But it does kind of smell like a pencil. Huh. What in the world is that? Cameron? You got me all kerfuffled. A butterscotchy library book kind of thing. This is why I tune in. I mean, a lot of the dusty stuff, I think I got the dusty note on 1, 2, and 3. Did I get it on 3? Somebody remind me. Did I get the dusty note on 3? Or did I just get the envelope note? I know I got the dusty note on 1 and 2. Let me say this. 1, 2, and 3 are... I don't want to say that yet. I feel like 4 is an outlier somehow. 4 is different in some sort of way. I feel like 1, 2, and 3 could be related somehow in some sort of way, and 4 is just like a notch or two in a different direction. And it might also be higher proof, but damn it, this is hard. Plus, I'm like, what did Cameron send and what's he trying to prove? That's another thing. This flight is all Cam's barrel picks blended with Watchell proper and stirred with an envelope. That makes sense. Look that envelope thing up, Matt. Apparently, manufacturers put a bitter tasting compound into the acacia gum they use as envelope adhesive to discourage excessive licking. Can't stop me. Sopping wet. Ooh, girl, sopping wet. Shake it like a salt, shake it like a salt, shake it. That's just yin yang twins. I mean, you know what? Maybe I like the bitter taste. Maybe I've never sent an envelope that once weighed 1 stamp, but after licking it weighed 2 stamps. You know what I mean? Excessive licking. That's not true. But why would anybody over lick? Excessive licking is that's the funniest shit I've heard in a long time. Is it because excessive licking can be harmful to you, or is it because excessive licking will make it not adhere properly? That's a question. Caleb, thank you dude, that makes me so happy to read that. So if they've been unpacked and standing up, it might just be the whiskey itself. Yeah, I think it's the whiskey itself. Thanks, Levi. Rook is here for again. Glitter, the herpes of arts and crafts. I've almost sent Dan and Sean those glitter bombs, like when you open up. But I didn't for 2 reasons. Number one, I don't want to be mean, that mean. I would laugh my ass off if they opened up one of those glitter bomb things and it blew up all over their, like, but it's mean because it's a lot of cleanup. And number two, retaliation. Don't want that either. You'd help me organize. I need an organization expert so bad. And a tax expert. Can you imagine your wife facing each other? 200 of your peeps are showing up? Oh man, we're that far behind, huh? Shit. Stuart Butcher, the superhero bread dough. Yeah. Yin Yang Twins Salt Shaker was on the radio this week. I cranked it up after it was over. My 3-year-old said, "What was that?" Which is the right reaction. Dude, Lil Jon, from the window to the wall. Like, is that called trap music? Because, like, Yin Yang Twins, Lil Jon, I love that shit. And it gets you friggin' pumped, you know what I mean? And it rocks. But I always thought that it was some version of rap, but is it actually called trap? I don't know. I didn't power down nothing. Did you ever do anything with the 5-gallon piss jug infinity bottle? I have, yes and no. So I have a handful of samples from the original batch that still need to be sent to people who won that, including Ashley Gasser. Then I have a second batch bottled but no names drawn. And then I have the 5-gallon Carboy. It's filled to the top. And now I have other things filled up to say pour into Carboy when there's room. So I need to get my shit together. Organized, taxes, some stuff sent out need to get sent out. I need to get Matt Madness underway. It's like everything that I do that I need to accomplish is like a layer of stress removed. And when I get to that point, I'm going to be so happy. I'm thinking about, I don't know, maybe I just need to like hire 5 of you to come help me with life. Which do I think is the highest proof? Great question, Cam. It's either 4 or, hold on. Oh man, 3 smells good. Man, three's familiar also. Okay. Whoa. I think 3 is Buffalo Trace with a dusty friggin' envelope on the back. I was gonna try to write something down, but I can't write on that. Is that one of those old GTSs or something? That is so weird. I get that gluey envelope adhesive very strong on the Finisher 3. All right. I'm taking my time. Let's go to 2. Man. 2 is more cola-like. 2 is more like a very fruited cola. Yeah, I think 3 or 4 is the highest proof. I'll retaste 4 in a minute. I'm gonna make a note for myself, just so I get this right. Whoa, The finish on 2, it's got that dustiness to it. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 was 2 cola like. Three, Buffalo? Question. Hi, Alec. I got a message from Alec. Something other. Okay. Does the envelope close it? Does the... All right. Something other? Question mark? All right. Just making notes for myself. I want to taste 1 again. And King A Twins, Salt Shaker was... Okay. Did you go there? Crunk? Not... Oh, it's Crunk. Is it Crunk? Good. Oh, okay, good. Crunk. I like that more. What's Trap then? Trap music is a subgenre of hip-hop music that originated in the early 2000s. It's characterized by heavy sub-bass, which I love, 808 kick drums, come on the kick drum, come. Cameron knows the thing about kick drums, and distorted synth sounds. All right. Thank you for that information. Travis? Crunk is a subgenre of hip-hop music that originated in the southern United States. Oh my gosh, that's why I like it so much. In the early 1990s, it's characterized by heavy bass, fast-paced beats, and often explicit lyrics. Love explicit lyrics. Gotta go cook dinner. Kevin, it's late. Go cook that dinner, buddy. Thank you for showing up and being here. Where do you send the resume? You can send it wherever you'd like. Oh man, everyone's leaving because I'm taking way too long. All right, which one is this one again? By the way, tonight's live stream is brought to us by the one and only Alec Bradley Cigars. Please, if you are a cigar smoker or if you're interested in the fine art of smoking cigars, check out Alec Bradley. If you don't, then you will receive a letter in the mail. It will be signed, sealed, and delivered, documented, and you'll have to sign for it. And you'll get in trouble. You'll get in big trouble. Just do it. Smoke Alec Bradley cigars, or you'll be in big trouble. Man, one smells good. Damn, that's good. One is the lowest proof, I think. This might have went from lowest proof to highest proof. 1 through 4 might have been lowest proof to highest proof, seemingly. 1 is like a party starter, like a friggin' dusty party starter. I do not get the envelope note as strong on 1 as I do on 3. But I did get it because I've mentioned it on 1. Shit. All right, this is hard. This is a hard flight, Cameron, because they're all so good. If I know your phone is on loud during the stream, I'll most likely text you. If you can hear my phone, that means that I need to know if someone's trying to get a hold of me. So Chris has been working. She got a new job, working freaking midnights, which is weird for us, weird for all of us. But if she needs to call or get a hold of me, I have my volume on. Normally, my volume is off because I get like 300, that's an exaggeration, spam calls a day. It drives me nuts. Like cowboy butts. Okay, back to 4. Oh, wait a minute. This just happened the other day. Will it? Do I get this note on will it? Like the weeded, or like the doughy. Could this possibly be like a willet? A willet purple top? No. Yeah, I think 4 is the highest proof. Shit, which one's my favorite? This is hard. This is fun. Wait a minute. Now we get that note on 3. This is driving me insane. Two? No, it's not on 2. A lot of the nuances that I was picking up right away, kind of like go with my gut here. A lot of the nuances are disappearing as I taste them more and more. So it's more of like a feel thing at this point. Like, what is this doing to me? I was trying to save some of these so that I could retaste them later, but it's not going very well. Jeffrey Wack is here. Jeff, I got your Facebook Messenger message. So this is what needs to happen. Every time somebody emails me or sends me a message, then show up in chat, and I'll let you know that I saw your message and read it, and I'll respond to you live. Because for some reason I have a hard time just sending a freaking message back to somebody. Mr. Wack. Yes. Dude, I love your smile. Jeff has the best smile. Contagious. Just seeing his name makes me smile. I love it. Freaking love it. I just got 10 new Alec Bradley cigars. Dude, Tony, hell yeah. High five. Psh, psh. Matt Porter sent him. And he's planning on buying 10 more every day. Every single day. Alec Bradley Pensado, Royal Oak to tackle soon with high proof bourbon, of course. So I did the Green River pairing with the alligator char, the Alec Bradley alligator char, and it was so cold outside, like I couldn't get through much of it, just to get the feel for it. But in the back of my mind, I was like, when summertime rolls around, summer nights. Summer days drifting away, but those summer nights. Well, Alec Bradley. I can't wait. I'm so pumped. I need to get some what are they? Bovita? My friggin' humidor will not hold humidity. So I need to just pack it full of those Bovita packs. I'm gonna go on Amazon. I'm gonna buy a case. I'm gonna stuff them in the humidor and get my cigars back to health again, so that when the summertime rolls around, I can freaking rock it. Is Matt Madness happening? You can bet your britches, Daniel. Yeah, it's happening. It's happening for show. Now I'm licking envelopes and drinking Stag to see if I can replicate Matt. It's not going well and I'm running out of envelopes. Dude, Easy. We don't know why they don't want you to lick them that much. All right, what was 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4, 3. These are all changing as I go through them. Cameron, good flight. I'm not sure if Cam's even here anymore, but the cost of this flight, bottle cost, I don't even want to know. Like it's, this is not a cheap flight of whiskey at all. I wonder how many months of rent we could pay for our home with the money Cameron spent on these bottles. Probably a few, or a couple, or at least one. And one is outrageous. He says, I'm here. Yeah, bottle, dude, that's okay. I disappeared for a second. Dude, that's hilarious. Bottle crop. Yeah, it ain't great. Oh, man. So I think that this one's 3. 1, 2, and 3 I think are Dusties. For sure 1 and 3. Mm-hmm. Oh, shit. I'm trying to make this the most educated guess I can. Huh. And by Dusties, I mean, like, I don't even know what the definition is. But I'm going to say that they have a dusty note to them. Wow. What on earth? All right. I think that the highest proof is 4. I think 3 or 4, but I'm going to go with 4. And I honestly think that 4 is my least favorite. Four just has this like strange, it's almost salty. It's almost like and by the way, when I say it's my least favorite, I mean out of the, like if I had this by itself, it'd blow my mind. Yeah, 4 is my least favorite, and I think that it is by a large margin. And then, yeah, so we'll start with that. We'll start with that. I have my order. It goes 4, 2, 1, 3. I think 1 and 2 could be flip-flopped at some point. But I think 1 is really damn good. 2, also really good. But I think I like 1 slightly more, even though I think 1 is the lowest proof. 3, I think it's just like great. Like, I mean, these are all great. But at 3, like, really sent me on this, like, hell yeah adventure. So let's go from here. So I'm going to go ahead and open this envelope. He sent me an envelope. It says, Cam, blind for Matt, 1 through 4. Fun to pick on, but damn, I love me some dude, Cameron. I don't know how to like say, you can't say enough good things about Cam. Great dude. He's a great dude. Between Dan and Sean and Cameron, like, I mean, friendships develop, I guess you could say. But like for people who like why do I keep saying like so much? I should stop that. It's a Paris Hilton thing. You know what I mean? Ever since one night in Paris. I just love those guys. I just love. It's pure love. It's stemming from my heart. It grew roots and can't help it. It's sprouting. It's sprouting love. I'll 3D print some Cam bobblehead bottle toppers. Jason, are you into some 3D printing or what? I'd order a Cam bobblehead and put it on my bar 100%. That's so funny. I expected the writing on the envelope to be in calligraphy and sealed with the wax. Kind of disappointed, right? That is funny. All right. Here we go. Excuse me. Sorry. It's got to be loud. There we go. All right. I'm imagining these are written down all on one piece of paper like an amateur. So I'm going to try to not read what the rest are. I'm opening it but not looking. 4's got to be at the bottom, so it's folded over to 3. I squint my eyes and make it blurry so I can't. Oh yeah, this is gonna work good. Not looking, so no. All right, 4. I actually, honestly, 100% was able to only get to 4 on this list without seeing a single word of anything else, which is great. 4 is, so he sent me this though. Dude, Cam, you sent me this. He sent me a sample of Believe 20 year 118.4 proof. That's what this is. Believe 20 year 118.4. Very old St. Nick from Preservation Distillery. That one was familiar in strange ways, and I couldn't quite put my finger on it. Still amazing. So good. Like, really, really, really good. So he sent me 2 ounces of that. That can't be cheap. I will taste it by myself in the dark and really think about it. But in this flight, it came off as like thinner. What's the proof? 118.4. Thinner, brighter, and this kind of different. I don't know. Oh, 2 is next. This is going to be hard. How do I read 2? You send me some extra for after. You're the best. You're great. Cameron, you're the best. Cameron, can you put in chat what number 2? I don't want to try to read the paper and then not see what number 1 or 3 is. So can you put what number 2 is in chat, which was my third place. I don't want to look on the sheet of paper and then spoil 1 and 3 for me. 2 is Heaven Hill 17, 118.2 proof. So Believe 20 was 118.4 proof. 2 is Heaven. Is that the one I said reminded me of old Elijah Craig? That's so good. I'm pretty sure I said that reminded me of like old Elijah Craig. Yes. That's cool. Dude, thank you. I don't have a bottle of that, and you sent me 2 ounces of yours. That's incredible. And so I think I've had between you and Bill Kavanaugh like 2 ounces of that. I may have had a third sample, but Heaven Hill 17 is freaking legit. Sarah heard that, and we were like, damn, nice. That's funny. Has anyone bought a really good Russell's pick from the Wild Turkey gift shop? Alec wants to know. So anyway, number 1 was second place, and I felt like number 1 and number 2, depending on the time, could have been flip-flopped. I think number 1's the lowest proof, and it may have just because it was the first one I tasted, but it was really, really had a dusty note to it, and it also had the envelope note. Which one had the envelope note? Oh, my top number 3 and number 1 had the envelope notes, and those are the ones I like the most. Come to find out. All right, what was number 1, Cam? It was my second place. Russell's 15. Yeah. Son of a bitch. So, I'm not looking at the paper. I'm guessing number 3 is Watcho Proper 20. My favorite was probably Watcho Proper 20, wasn't it? Is that what it was? But what's the proof on Russell's 15? It's got to be right around that, right? 117.2. So my favorite was number 3. It said Dusty, or no. Dude, it's good. Ah, shit, it's gone though. Oh wait, you sent me another sample of it. That's good. So, told you, dude, you got more. So, my first place was Watch Hill Proper 20 year. It's the highest proof of the bunch, right? So highest 124.1 proof, 20 year Heaven Hill. Man, so yes, first place for sure. And I think it was first place by a significant margin. Yeah, really freaking good. The funny thing is, so the order went Watcho Proper 20 year, cask strength, Russell's Reserve 15, second place. Third place was Heaven Hill 17, and then fourth place was the other 20 year Heaven Hill stuff. Just wait till I send you this Oakley stuff, dude. Hey, Cameron, by the way, I suck at stuff like Discord and like... Actually, you know what? Never mind. I was going to say next time you see Oakley stuff for sale, send me a friggin' text message. But I'm guessing that whatever that Oakley stuff cost, it wasn't gonna... If I had the link, it probably wouldn't have been a thing anyway. Shit. Cameron, thank you for this flight, dude. This was amazingly good. Amazingly good. Only if you want to drop 1K. The only thing I want to drop 1,000 of is pounds, which isn't quite true. I'd love to drop about 100 though. 100 pounds. Shit, dude. Total cost of this flight tonight? Couple months rent for sure. For sure. There's a bottle on sale for $1,000. The most I've ever spent on a bottle of whiskey was $400. $400. Damn. All right. This is how he loops people into dropping $1,000 like it's nothing. Well, so in my mind, I'm like, well, Russell's 15 came in second place, so it can't be that much better. Even though I'm pretty sure that throughout tonight I said that 3 was the best by far. Shit. All right, now this is going to be pointless. Oh, why didn't I think of this? This is a terrible idea. I don't even want to do this right now. I said before we started this flight that I was going to taste my top 2 favorite Knob Creek picks that they sent and decide on which one was my favorite after I did the Cameron flight. Well, turns out the Cameron flight was a bit rich. It was a bit, how do you put it? Those are the best Knob Creek samples I've ever got, by far. Problem is, I'm afraid to go taste them right now because I spent a weekend in Vegas with Cameron doing tons and tons of drinking, whatever we felt like, no consequence, just partying, and then it's like, oh, back to work on Monday. You know what I mean? I love what I do for a job, so work's not bad. It's great. But Cameron spoiled me over the weekend. It's kind of like when I went to visit Dan and Julie Like Time Whiskey. Whenever I'd visit Dan and Julie, and we'd just sit there in their home and drink whatever we wanted to, and then I left there and came back home. When I came back to my house and saw my whiskey, I was like, you guys suck. You know what I mean? Cameron just totally friggin' ruined the Jim Beam Knob Creek experience, I think. We'll give it a shot. I want to prepare myself to be totally underwhelmed. All right. I got 2 glasses. These are... You should still be able to tell which one is your favorite between the 2. Yeah. It's kind of like... if you wore cotton underpants for your whole life, and then one day someone was like, try these underpants on, and they were silk underpants, and you were like, oh my gosh, my nether regions have never felt so comfortable and lovely. And then the next day you had to go back to your cotton underpants because you couldn't afford the silk underpants like Cameron. I mean, like whoever let you borrow them. It's kind of where we're at now. Let's figure this out. Ooh. Not as bad as I thought it would smell, which is a good sign. Because these are both remarkable Knob Creeks. Oh, wow. Holy shit. It's funny, though. It's actually like an eye-opener. It's like when you... It's like when you drive on the interstate and the speed limit is 75 and you drive 82 miles an hour because no cop would ever pull you over for driving 7 over the speed limit. So you drive 82 miles an hour for 8 hours straight. Then you get into Michigan, get off of the interstate, and then the highway speed limit is 55. And you're like, oh shit. This is what 55 feels like. All right, okay. Whew, it's gonna be rough. Still really, really good. And we're moving along at a great pace, but the thousands of dollars worth of whiskeys I just tasted really put this into perspective. This is a really good $60 bottle of whiskey. Next one. Left hand, I like more because it gives me less of the nutty Jim Beam that I'm like that I would normally expect. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna revisit these tomorrow on a fresh palate because I feel like my palate has been spoiled rotten right now. But currently, left hand is in the lead because right hand got a bit too nutty at the end. I'm assuming right hand must be C and left hand must be A based off of what I tasted earlier, but let's find out. Totally accurate, totally smart. Palate still works. C, powerhouse, nutty finish. A, powerhouse, not nutty. Now let's find out if I do choose A, which I think I will now, which is, I would say, the best Knob Creek sample I've ever received. And Cameron won't buy one because it's not $7 grand. But for under $100, hell yeah. Let's see, this is A. A was Warehouse Q, Floor 5, Rick 15, Tier 1, 125.81 proof. So nearly 126 proof Knob Creek Warehouse Q. So sample C, which also was mind-blowingly good when I first tasted them, but got a bit nutty on the end. And I need to revisit these because the experience before the nuttiness was so good. But this is Warehouse P, Floor 5, Rick 6, Tier 1. 126.95 proof. So the proof points, 126, 127, so like a proof point difference, a little over. Warehouse Q was the one I thought was less nutty. Warehouse P was a bit nutty at the finish. Both floor 4s, both tier 1s, Rick 15 to Rick 6. If the lot ID means what I think it means, 15IO2, if 15 is the year, 2015, I is the month, September, the 9th month, I is 9, and then 02 versus 01, that means that these two would have been barreled a day apart in September of 2015, which makes them 9+ years old. If that's how that works. We could be wrong, but these, like, I guarantee you that this Knob Creek pick will be like, I'm super pumped. Knob Creek picks are back. Not because they're older, but I think that they're sending out better quality samples, better barrels, at higher proofs. Because these are not like the last samples I got. These are way different. And dude, that's so cool. 125.81 proof, Knob Creek cask strength. Sign me up. And if you want one, then patreon.com/ADHD whiskey. Why are you borrowing someone's underpants? Didn't Bev Porter teach you not to do that? She did. She may have not. I've never experienced that. What are we talking about? Shit. This site absolutely deserves some criticism. However, the barrels Oakley got some mind-blowing. Okay. Now I need to check out the website. Oakley whiskey. Oakley whisker? No. Oakley whiskey. Why does it say, do you mean Oakley whisker? No. Oh, because that must be a sunglass. Oakley. Maybe I should say Oakley bourbon. Bourbon. Oakley spirits. All right, let's go to their website. See what. Oh, enter your year of birth to experience Oakley. All right, 1984. Go. That should allow me to visit. There's a girl dancing. There's a still. Is there music? There's got to be music behind it. No music, just. There's a still. Oh, that's me talking. Is there music? There's got to be music behind it. No music. Anywho, she's on a kayak. Their website's nice. Menu. Shop. Oakley. 20-year Kentucky bourbon. $1,000. Holy shit, dude. That's $1,000. I need to learn how to play the drums. Tap, 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 tappy. Tap, 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 tappy. Tap, tap. No? You can get their signature whiskey glass is $50. Yikes. They have an apron for $115. It's nice. A little higher than I want to go. There is actually, let me do this. I'm going to see if I can pull it up. The worst marketing job I've ever seen in my life. And we'll end on this. The worst marketing I've ever seen. P is always a bit nigh. Free balling is one of my free. That's not the song. It's a different song. The website is a Squarespace template they didn't even bother to customize. Oh, really? Oh, no. I've looked at Squarespace before. So it's... Yikes. That's something that... So if you know, you know. But if you don't know, you don't know. That's hilarious. All right, let me see if I can find this. Instagram... Oh yeah, we're gonna get there. Actually, this is gonna be easy. It is Storm. No, it's not Storm. It's Roto Grip. Oh yeah. Oh, here we go. So I'm going to share my screen, and I'm going to make sure that you can hear what it is. Oh, it's not really that? Why would you say that it is then? I don't want to pick up their branded apron, Jeff. I don't. All right, let me shut this music off. Shut up. Yeah, I did the KC pick, Adam. It was sample A, all right? Sample A. Now what I want to do is present, share screen, Instagram. Make sure that there's like, all right, that's good. We'll share it. Ding. And then I want to, by the way, the worst marketing I've ever seen in my life. Let's do this. Here we go. Here it is. Actually, wait. Could you hear the music? Shit. Hold on. Pause it. Pause it. Click out. Need to make sure you can hear the music. Stop screen. Present. Share screen. Yeah, the audio. Okay. Here we go. I don't know if I shared the audio or not. I did, though. Share. Here we go. I promise it's worth it. It's terrible. I'm going to try to take myself out of the whole thing. Can we just do... There it is. Here we go. No. I flubbed it up again. Damn it. I I flooded it up again because it wasn't playing the audio. We're going to get there. It's going to be worth it, I promise. I promise it's going to be worth it. Damn it, this is hard. It's hard. It's hard to do. It's hard to do right. So, add to the stage. There's that. Now we're there. That's enough. That's the worst. Like, it's like, I'll buy a bowling ball without that. That was bad. That was real, I don't even know how to process it. I feel like the supervisor took a day off and they're like, we're just going to publish it. It'll be fine. The dude's white belt is spectacular, right? Bowling in the name of... Dude, I'll mute the video. Yeah, I unmuted it. We got there eventually. But wow. It was rough. It was rough. All right, I'm going to call it an evening. The purpose of this live stream was to choose a Knob Creek barrel at cask strength, and we accomplished that. I will retaste them tomorrow, but I'm 99% sure that the first one I tasted is the one I'm going to go with. Sample A. Ridiculously good. Like, way better than any Knob Creek pick I've picked in the past. It's something different. It's a different animal. It's like a Tricera tiger, you know? It's a different animal. But Knob Creek pick selected. Cameron's friggin' beef light tasted. Did he prove his point? Kinda. The one that he wanted me to choose, I chose. Still out of my budget, but he proved a point. I did like it a lot. Like, a lot. Jason Kobe, thanks, Matt. Night all. Great flight, Cam. Holy shnikes. That's right. That's what I'm going to say, too. Holy shnikes. Tomorrow, Barrel King video coming out. Happy February, everyone. And if you're in the Philadelphia area, I just saw this before I went live. I don't know what the hell happened. A plane crash or something? Like, I hope everyone is safe. And what in the world is going on? Crazy shit happening in the world. Protect yourself. Protect your family. Please be safe. I don't know what else to say other than I love you all, and just weird. But I love you guys so bad. Barrel King video tomorrow. Batch 101 and 102. February releases. Awesome. Live stream next Friday with Outlaw. Hell yeah, the Rambler himself. I'm out of here. See you guys next Friday with a very special guest. It's been a fun night. Goodbye. Good night, all. See you.